See, the old man, old Tanner Smith, he run a tanner shop there at the head of town in Renfrew.
Yeah, the
Made
mill.
harness.
At a mill, grist mill.
Yes, made harness and everything. But there was something that George done on him when they were young lads, and he never would recognize them anymore.
Did you know what he done? You ever hear?
I did, but I forget to do it.
Well, they put tar on him and
Oh,
So
yes,
that-
he was in the bunch on
Yeah.
a Hollow Eve night, that was it. Whole bunch in the Constable lad, and they
they
died of it.
thought it was another woman.
Yeah.
And tarred and feathered him.
Yeah.
So watch out, Jack.
So he wouldn't do anything, he wouldn't recognize George anymore.
Well, he'd have.
Talk about tarred and feathered, he don't do anything.
Hey?
Tarred and feathered, the old man.
Who?
George Smith.
Oh yeah. You've heard of that. You heard of Jack, eh?
Hey?
You've heard that?
No.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
he was on a Hollow Eve night, you know, and a bunch of them caught him and tarred and feathered him.
No.
And the old man found out that George was in the bunch. He never would recognize him anymore.
Well.
Well, then when he died, George had two boys, Harlan and Lou. But he left $1,500 to each of the boys, and he left the house to Mrs. Smith. He wouldn't give it to
George.
no, he left it to Mrs. Smith.
Lou is living in it now.
Yeah.
I was in there, dinner in there one day after the. I went down with George. I was going down for Renfrew. I had a car then, and George come with me, and then he nothing to do but I'd go and have dinner with him. I don't know. I think George used to drink to beat health.
Oh yes, he always drank.
I think so. For that money, you know, he couldn't spend all that money at the end of it.
Oh yes, he always drank.
He made a lot of money. He used to have about sometimes 100 head of cattle to sell.
Yeah.
They weren't dear, but still
Yeah, a lot of cattle.
a lot of cattle. $25 a piece. Just
And he'd
a
lumber.
3-year-old. That's
Yeah. He'd have a couple of camps in. Lumber for
I worked for him.
My brother Alec worked for 3 summers.
You worked for him too? Alec too?
Yeah, I never worked for him. but-
Alec liked to work for him.
Yeah.
You know, they'd work, pull weeds all day, both him and Alec, for to make a piece of ground clean. They were on their knees one time pulling the weeds out of the corn. The corn was up high, you know.
Yeah.
The men was down on their knees picking the corn. I said that was all nonsense. I said it wasn't paying them at all. There was nothing in that.
But that's where his money went. He paid for too much help that didn't turn anything in.
Any good. That was all lost money, for the corn was as high as ever it was going to go,
Yeah.
and he might just as well leave the weeds there.
Yeah.
There's no fun in there in your knees pulling that. You know, Alec would work too at anything. He'd make it right.
Oh
But
yeah.
it took him a week.
Oh yeah.
And pile wood, his house, just as even you could you say the squares of sod.
On both sides.
Yeah, well, on one side anyway.
Well, you should go to a bunch of pulp one time for Riddle. And he drew it up on the road, on the Leclerc road there, you know. No, it was for Johnny Foran in Eaglebrook. And when they went up to measure it, the lad said to Johnny, gosh, that's piled even. It was just like it had been all sawed right now. And one of them said, well, maybe it's not so even on the other side. And by God, he went around and looked and he said he thought it was evener on the other side.
Oh, he'd do anything he done that was
Well,
well.
I remember we were in the camp up north there one time, and there was always a 3-man gang cutting logs. And my brother Hugh and Matt MacLelland was sawing, and he was fitting, what's called fitting, you know. And when he'd measure up the log, he'd put a notch. But it was cut off, and that notch wasn't any wider than the saw cut. And by Jacobs, they had a sword in there.
Alec was Alec working?
Alec was fitting, you know. He was notching and measuring and topping.
Oh,
And when he'd make
even
the
so
mark on the
so
log,
good.
it'd be just about the width of
he'd
the
have
saw
it,
cut.
the
And they had a sword in there too.
Island pulp or wood, stove wood. I imagine if you're working, takes a lot of work to do that.
Yeah. If he was splitting wood and there was a sliver on it, he'd shave it off. That's true.
Oh, yes.
Have you put all the knots out? You didn't want the knots on the
Oh,
thing?
no. One
Yeah,
time we
he
were
was
down after Huey started to farm for himself. Huey was kind of sick, and he got up a bunch of poles, and they were crooked, limbs on them, knots and everything. And all I was hearing him hang about the crooked wood and the knots on it. Oh, he said, my ashes will be just as straight as yours when it's burnt.